Alright, buckle up, because we're about to break this down. No sugarcoating, no spiritual bypassing. Just straight up real talk. The lie that you're living, stuffing it all down. You think you can stuff those emotions in a box and lock it all up? No. That shit is like trying to fit a wild, enraged lion into a cage that's too small. At first you can keep it in check. You convince yourself you're fine, but deep down it's brewing. You're like a pressure cooker. With a loose valve, eventually something is going to give. You can't hold it forever. Picture this, you're walking down the street. And there's this thick cloud of smoke following you, everywhere. You keep walking, trying to ignore it. But the smoke gets thicker and thicker, until you can't breathe. What happens? You stop walking, choke, collapse, and feel like shit. Now what you had was a toxic cloud of unaddressed emotions. Every time you suppress it, you just make the cloud bigger. That's your addiction right there. Every shot, every drink, every pill. It's like you adding more smoke. Can't breathe, can't think straight. And when you're stuffing it all down, you're setting yourself up for the equivalent of a quiet breakdown. Think of it like a balloon being filled with air. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it pops. Now let's talk about that hamster wheel you're on. It's like you're stuck in a car with no gas, pushing the accelerator like an idiot, expecting the damn thing to go forward. You're pushing. And what do you get? Maybe frustration, maybe exhaustion. The car isn't moving, but you're working your ass off. You're literally draining your own battery. Here's the thing. No matter how much you push, you're not going to get anywhere if you're not dealing with the stuff inside you. All those bottled up emotions. That's the equivalent of trying to drive through a storm with no windshield wipers. You can't see, and you keep swerving. Eventually, you either crash or you break down on the side of the road. And here's the kicker. When you're in that hamster wheel, you're cutting yourself off from the life that's meant to move through you. You cut off connections with people who could help you. You cut off your own potential to create joy. And you're left with that soul-sucking feeling of, why the hell am I even doing this? Alcohol, drugs, sex, gambling, anything to dull the pain, right? And I get it, life throws curveballs. But using unhealthy coping mechanisms, it's like slapping duct tape over a broken pipe instead of fixing it. Yeah, it holds for a second, but that crack gets bigger. And when the pipe bursts, it floods everything. What happens when you numb out? You're killing the very thing that's supposed to help you grow. That addiction is the illusion of control. You think you're in charge, but the truth is, it's in charge of you. That's what's happening when you drink too much, smoke too much, or pop those pills. You think you're temporarily escaping, but all you're doing is sinking deeper into the quicksand. The more you fight, the more you go under. Ever been in a room full of people, but felt completely alone? Like you're surrounded, but no one sees you. That's the quiet breakdown that I'm talking about. So when the isolation sets in, you push people away. Because you don't want them to see the real you, the vulnerable you, the you that's hurting. You try to protect yourself. But all you're really doing is building walls to keep everyone and everything out. But here's the beautiful truth. The breakdown is also your chance to break through. It's like your body or your mind sending out a distress signal saying, yo, this isn't working anymore. Let's change it up. And that's your opportunity to get real. To say, okay, fuck it. I'm tired of playing the game. Let's do something different. So what happens when you interrupt the pattern? Let's talk about change, real lasting change. Here's the thing. If you're stuck in this pattern of numbing out, suppressing, and staying on that hamster wheel, you're deeply comfortable. That doesn't mean it's good for you. It just means you've been repeating it for so long, it's become your comfort zone. Imagine you're driving a car. The only route you've been taking is through potholes. The road's rough, bumpy, and painful. But you know how to drive it. Then one day you decide to take the road less travelled. It's smooth but unfamiliar. You don't know what's coming next, and that's scary as shit. But here's the thing. When you stop and choose the unfamiliar, you unlock new possibilities. You step into a new version of yourself. It's like hitting the reset button on your mind. When you interrupt that old pattern, you change the story that you're telling yourself. You stop believing you need those addictions to cope. Here's the real science. Your brain, it's a pattern-making machine. It's constantly looking for comfort. Anything that's familiar, even if it's unhealthy, will feel like home. So when you reach for that bottle, those pills or whatever, your brain is reaffirming this is your only way out. But here's the mind-blowing part. When you interrupt that pattern, your brain starts to fire in new ways. It's like rewriting a circuit board. The more you break free from those automatic responses, the more you create new pathways. You literally retrain your brain. You can build new habits, ones that aren't based on numbing or escaping. You can replace those patterns with healthier ones, working out, journaling, talking to a friend, getting outside. Your brain loves novelty, and when you break the addiction cycle, it starts to rewire itself to reward you for healthier choices. So why are you afraid? It's normal to be scared of change. You're afraid of how people will judge you. You're afraid of letting go of the things that kept you safe for so long. But here's the real truth. You're not meant to stay in that place. You're not meant to be stuck, staying in the addiction, in the rut. That's the real pain. What if you stopped giving a fuck about what people think? What if you realised you're doing this for you, not them? The truth is, if you keep holding on to that shit, the only person you're hurting is yourself. You're robbing yourself of life's richness, of true connections, of health, of joy, and most importantly, of peace. If you keep going down this path, here's what happens. Your life slowly shrinks. Relationships suffer, health gets worse, and you become a shell of the person you could be. You'll feel more frustrated, more lost, more disconnected. And the worst part, the longer you wait to face the truth, the harder it will be to change. But here's the power in that. If you wake up to it now, you stop the cycle before it gets worse. Interrupting your patterns, choosing to heal and face stuff you've been avoiding, it's empowerment. It's not a quick fix, it's not easy, but it's worth every ounce of effort. You're going to make mistakes along the way, and that's okay. It's part of the process. But don't stay in the cycle. Don't keep numbing yourself. Don't keep running in the wheel. You've got the power to break free, to shift patterns, to upgrade your life. You just need to choose it. Choose it now. Choose you.